Florida is already cracking down on illegal migrant crime, but one state representative wants to expand it by introducing the Shane Jones Act, which would allow families to sue over murders committed by illegal migrants. Now, this bill was named in honor of Air Force veteran and father of four, Shane Jones, who was killed in a motorcycle accident involving an illegal migrant in 2019. Shane's widow, Nikki Jones, joins me now alongside State Representative Bernie Jacques, who introduced this new legislation. Thank you both so much for joining us. Representative Jacques, I'll start with you. Tell us more about this bill and why you think this is a good idea.
Good morning, and thanks for having me on. It's a great idea because it sends the message that we will not tolerate our local law enforcement or local governments from not cooperating with immigration officials and when they don't enforce immigration laws. Florida has been leading on this issue. We've been telling folks that this is not a sanctuary state, and we're not just telling folks, we've put that into law. So this puts teeth into that law to make sure that no agency of the state, no political subdivision would violate that. And if so, there's gonna be a very strong fine, and proceeds from that fine will go towards compensating victims of illegal migrant crime. And it will create that cause of action that you mentioned that would allow them to seek justice in the courts against government if they fail to enforce our immigration laws. This is much needed, and Nikki Jones will tell you that she and other families know that this is needed.
Well, Nikki, I will bring you in now because, as we said, this is called the Shane Jones Act, named after your husband. So tell us what happened to him.
Yes, he was just driving home one day from an illegal alien driving without a license, drinking and driving, ultimately pulled out and killed him.
That is so sad, and I'm so sorry that happened to you. And how has this impacted your family, the loss of the love of your life and father of four?
Well, now I'm a single mom, and trying to hold a house down and nobody holding accountability was extremely hard. And knowing the circumstances of how he had contact with law enforcement 3 times prior, ICE was never involved, and he just kept getting let out on our soil to continue to commit traffic violation crimes.
So if you were able to sue at the time, would that compensation have helped you?
Yes.
Yeah.
My biggest fear in the long run is losing my home, mine and my girls. And we should not be living in that fear over a crime that was absolutely 100% preventable.
Wow. Representative, if this bill does become law and families are able to sue, who exactly would they be suing and for how much money?
So they would be suing that governmental entity that dropped the ball, that failed to enforce our immigration laws, and those will be the entities that are held accountable. We hope this is a strong deterrent because it's not going to be an easy path when you have grieving widows, grieving mothers. There's a lot of folks who've lost their loved ones from illegal aliens who we knew were here. And this is the point that we're trying to illustrate. It is 100% preventable when you knew these people were here and you engage in catch and release. Again, we don't have that in Florida, but we want to make sure that we strengthen that in our laws, that if ever there is an official that thinks they can violate the law, we are going to empower the families, and a court of law and a jury will determine that amount, and it will be an amount that makes that family whole. And again, there will be that compensation fund for any kind of violation that a criminal illegal alien commits when that agency is fined, everything from a small fender bender to losing a life. They will be on the hook for paying.
Well, we thank you so much, both of you, for your time this morning. Nikki, we're so sorry for the loss of your husband. We're going to be watching this legislation as it could be a step in the right direction. Nikki Jones, Representative Bernie Jacques, we thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.